What's up, hello, and welcome back to the G to Gooseberry, and it's your boy Andor, and I'm on the wrong scene. Hold on one second. Alright, now we're on the right scene. Alright, hello, Taru and Abel. Congratulations on the first Sanakun also. We are here today with a special guest. You could go ahead and say hello, special guest, to make sure everyone can hear both of us.
Yo, 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 yo. Oh god, do not sound like death this episode. I am not sick, so that is a plus.
That is indeed a plus. I'm glad to hear that. If everyone could do me a favor and make sure we can hear everyone just fine, me, the guest, so on and so forth. I'm gonna turn off VR chat's music also because no, actually it should be fine. I can disregard. Yes, if you guys could let us know if you can hear everything. You can hear me and guest. Thank you so much, Abel. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Yes.
And just for clarification too, my name for all intents and purposes is guest, specifically the special guest. I don't know how many of these people are new or in the Discord, but
yes.
We have been longtime friends. And anyways, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're good. That's I mean, I was gonna have you introduce yourself a little better anyways. So that's perfect.
Oh.
But so yes, guest and I have known each other basically all of our lives plus 4. We've been on a lot of adventures together. But anyway, guest, do you want to go ahead and tell Mina what our plan for today's podcast is?
Yes. So being such old Eldritch beings, we have gone on a fair amount of adventures in our life. I've done some traveling of the world. If I look at the map in front of me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different countries that I've been to, along with the vast majority of the United States. And there are very many different cultural differences amongst all of them, and they're always fun to talk about and make fun of.
Yes, and in stark contrast, there's me, who I've been to like maybe 4
countries or states.
Countries. I've been to a few states, but also maybe only 4 states, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I also forgot that you've technically been to Mexico. I thought, well, you've only been overseas once then.
So I've been overseas. Yeah, Mexico, I guess, doesn't count. But I was on a cruise, which went to a few different places.
That's right, okay.
But I don't know if that counts because that wasn't like traveling. That was clearly tourism. Like, we didn't like explore the islands I went on for the cruise. We simply just were there.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I kind of count it. I completely forgot you took those cruises, to be fair. I was like, yeah, you've been to France. Woo!
Yep. France and some cruises. That's about it.
Redeemed. Hi, I'm new. Hello, Teru Swack?
Teru is whack.
Oh, Teru. Oh, okay.
Teru is not new, by the way. Teru is, she's been around for a while, and every time she joins my stream, she tries to convince everyone that she's new. And she's not. Right, Teru?
Okay. That reminds me of a good joke I came up with the other day. I've been trying to get into word what's that called? Wordplay.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, because I have this great shirt idea. I say it's plaster. We have this great shirt idea, and we're trying to come up with these shirts. And so, tarot, right? The cards, tarot cards.
Right. Tarot readings.
Yep. And then, are you aware of taro, that weird potato item?
Yes, I think it's Japanese yam. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So I have come up with the taro card.
Okay. And that's it. Okay.
The new I think 17th major arcana, the taro card.
Okay. Oh, Abel brings up a good point. There also could be the Teru card. And Teru, tell me what happened. But I like that. What is it just the potato? Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It would just be a picture of the little. I guess it's technically a root.
Yeah. Well, I mean, potatoes are roots, so.
That's true. Okay. It's taro potato. Anyways, before I get distracted, Yeah, it would just be a picture of the potato in the frame. It'll just say
the fool, the hanging man, the lover, the potato.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The lesser known JoJo villain.
Right. Okay. You're a root. Wait, what did Teru say? I went public shooting with my friend and people, but they're trash in our fursuit. You got shit all over your friend's suit when it was really sticky, so you had to cut the fur. That is really sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I forgot you had a fursuit. Don't you make fursuits, Teru? You also played go-karts? Okay, that's cool.
I have to lower my respect level. But
we have a few furries in the server now, if you were unaware.
Curses.
Teru's the most vocal one that we know. Hello, Santa-kun. Welcome being here for real now. I'm glad you got first. You get 100 points for the stream. Anyway. All right, guest. Why don't we start with this? Why don't you go ahead and give everyone a little sneak peek of like a little peek into the traveling noggin of yours, to where you've been, what you've done.
Okay, so back in high school, got into that little known sport and hobby called hardcore parkour. And from that, did a lot of traveling. I think the first time I actually went out and did any proper traveling is when you and I went to California for that trip.
I recall, yes. Sounds right.
And then from there, and thanks to yes, it is I, Santa-kun guest. From there, I've made some friends overseas off of Half-Chan, and then based in the UK, there is Parkour Generations. So I ended up planning a 2-month-long trip. So it started in Morzine, France, for a week-long parkour gathering. Then I finagled my way to Fontainebleau for another parkour gathering with a bunch of Germans. Discovered my French was not nearly as good as it should have been.
Context, guest made fun of me for studying German in college and learned French instead.
Who is dating a Frenchie?
Yeah, who ended up dating a French person at the end of the
day. I thought about bringing that up, but I was like, I don't know how much you'd appreciate that.
I did think that was ironic, I guess we'll say. Because we the classic, like, German, French, like, being my family's German, I was learning German. I don't know if your family is German, guest. I know Italian, but...
Yeah, we're mostly Italian.
Okay, yeah. not so much French, but I just thought it was ironic. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yes, parkour. But then, yeah, from there, I ended up going down to Spain with my buddy there. He lives in Madrid. Traveled over, and I spent a week there. Went over to London, spent 2 weeks in London. Went over to Berlin, spent a week in Berlin, and then took a bus down to Munich, and I spent like another week and a half in Munich before coming home. And then a year after that, I ended up going with a mutual friend of ours, Plaster. There is a pilgrimage in Japan called the Shikoku Pilgrimage, where you go to the island of Shikoku and you hike. It's 17,000 kilometers, 1,700 kilometers, 700 some odd miles for the Americans around the island of Shikoku. Took a month for us to do that, and then we went for the second month as well, 2 months in Japan, as in Osaka as a home base, and kind of went out all from there. And then, yeah, I've just traveled all throughout the States. When I was younger, I went up to New York all the time, and now that I'm older, I've been taking a lot of trips here and there. And my minor, I'm actually finishing my degree, is in ESL. I was teaching ESL, so I come into contact with a lot of just different cultures in general. And so it's always a good time. I'm always learning some random fun fact about someone else's supposed culture.
Yes, but very well-traveled, well-learned individual in that area.
And I feel like there's a slight humor in this. I feel like I'm not gonna say bigoted. No, let me double check the word of bigoted. But I have very strong opinions about some groups of people in very peculiar situations.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm bigoted.
And we won't have time to bring those up on stream, so because I don't want to get banned.
That's okay. That's okay.
And
they're not bad. They're just, you know.
Yeah, I get you. I can say mine because I think it's okay. Mine is white people and what they put in their mac and cheese. I have a bit of a problem with that.
Yeah, speaking of white people, I had the whitest dinner tonight.
Really? What
yes.
was it?
So my girlfriend sent me a thing. It was like, this super quick trick on making dinner. It's like, you make pasta, get a Target pre-made salad, you toss that together. And it's like, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I'll just make that myself. So I made that tonight. She's actually, I think, still tattooing. So I don't have to be as quiet. I don't think anyone's home, actually. But regardless, so I made that, and it was really good. I had my salad with my pasta noodles in it, and it was good. And then I was sitting there going, you know what would be better? Mayonnaise.
Abel called you on that mayonnaise on Wonder Bread when you said the whitest dish. He said mayonnaise on Wonder Bread.
Yep. So mayonnaise in a salad works very well and is apparently a Southern thing. I looked it up to make sure it was not going to be disgusting and potentially ruin Jay's dinner for when she eventually gets home, if she's going to even eat at this point. Yeah, no, I took like 2 bites of that and I was like, oh, damn, I should have done this with my own dinner. But
Santa did also want to ask what major it was.
Oh, I was a history teaching major. I've since dropped the teaching aspect, as trying to teach in American public schools is an absolute nightmare. I shouldn't say I volunteered. I was forced because of my schooling to go teach in a high school, and
Nice.
it's not that bad, but I wouldn't be able to handle it. The American school system does not care for kids, especially. Good night, Teru.
Good night, Teru. Thanks for stopping by.
Is not designed for American kids,
Right.
and I am far too much. I'm not going to say an activist, but I'm far too aggressive that I would ultimately end up doing something that it'd be unfair to the kids.
The guest is, as we like to call, a nonconformist.
Yeah, I'm like an old school punk, but with a kindred spirit. So like, don't be rude to others, but steal plants from Walmart. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
the corporations are rich, you're not. It literally doesn't hurt them. It said you can stop with the American school system. Doesn't care. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that all the time too at work. It's just like, I don't like, the company I work for isn't rich by any means, but like, I'm aware that my boss's boss is rich. So we have discounts, we have military discounts, and so I'll just ask, and if they say yes, I just give them 10%.
Oh, nice.
I'm supposed they're supposed to show me their ID. I don't care.
It.
People are like, I see a child on Tuesdays. I'm like, that child's in school, right? 10%. Like, I don't care. I'm like,
Doing the Lord's work. Catch me coming into guest work, huh? That's what Senekun said. Fight the power.
Yo, come to me as you check out. You don't know me, quote unquote, even though I'm friends with all the regulars. And yeah, sure, you can be military. I don't care. But we've gotten off topic real quick. Not that it really matters, I guess.
Not like the topic was super focused anyway, so. So the topic in general, it's just travels in general. So I know Guest has kind of gone over his. I can quickly run through mine. I haven't done much. I've been to a few states. I know I've road trip to Oregon, road trip to California with Guest. Been to Arizona, Idaho, which didn't really count because I didn't care. And traveling wise, like I said earlier, I have been to Mexico, but that's a hard sell to even say if that counts, because when I went to Mexico, it was like an all-inclusive like resort. So like I flew to Mexico, landed at the airport, got a taxi, drove us to the resort, and then that was my stay in Mexico, and then just took a taxi back. So, and the resort was obviously very catered towards like Americans. Like the people there were native. Like it was Mexican people, so you did have to know like some Spanish to really get by. But the bulk of people like spoke English. Aside from that, yeah, I've been on a few cruises. Been to Nassau, St. Thomas, and some other islands that weren't super important. Oh, just kidding. I've been to Puerto Rico, which is probably the coolest place that I've been when I went cruising anyway.
I hear Puerto Rico's really nice.
It was so pretty. There was like a new city and an old city that was actually really cool to learn about there. There was lots of graffiti art all over the place. They didn't like it when you called it graffiti because they were actually quite proud of it. They did very heavily like consider art. And then the rainforest was just super nice.
Oh yeah. I'm a graffiti in cities. I feel like adds such a character. So like when I was in Reykjavik up in Iceland, it was everywhere, and it was just like gorgeous. It's just like you just be walking, and there's just like, oh, there's just a small little apple just on this block, and it's just like that's cute. Like that's just cute. Like it's neat.
Yeah, you'd like Puerto Rico then. Art like that all over the place. Go ahead.
Speaking went to Idaho though. I just got back from a trip in Yellowstone, and I wish I could remember where we stopped, but there is a little town. It's maybe 2 streets big.
Oh, okay.
That has its attraction is that there is a tank just hanging out, and you could just play on this tank. And I was very mesmerized and played on the tank.
Of course. You said Idaho?
Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah, that's right above us, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and there was just like the little history of the tank. It got decommissioned. The last one was decommissioned in like 2003, and it was just like, that's cool. There's just a tank hanging out that I can play on.
That is okay.
So now I got to take my. Idaho's not above. It might not be above you. It's above me.
I mean, Idaho is not above anyone. I see where we're going with it, Abel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Where are you saying like you bet to drop some Idaho hate? I don't really care if people like don't like other states. Guest knows one state I'm very vocally against.
I'm actually unsure. Florida, best state in the union, by the way.
Yeah, that's literally the worst state. That's the exact one. Liar. Well, Florida's the worst state.
Best state in the union.
What's that one meme where it's just like, you know how Americans look at Florida people? That's how the rest of the world looks at America. Like so true. That's right, Abel. You are gonna become a Florida man soon. I forgot.
Oh yeah. What part? I'm curious. What part of Florida? I grew up in Melbourne, the OK estate.
I actually grows a lot of sugar beets now. They do. They have quite a variety of stuff. Guys, don't forget to jump and get the star.
Oh, how do I jump and get the star? What?
Exclamation point jump in chat. Your little guy.
Do I have a person?
Yep.
Jump.
Oh, there you are. You're Palutena.
I don't know. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did. You jumped. Y'all are like not jumping with the star though, so.
Oh, I don't. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I see my little name now. All right.
Yeah. And real quick, the last place I've been to is France, but that was and that's probably the most I would even consider traveling. Nice, congrats, Sanakun. France, I was mostly in the countryside, so I didn't like hang out in Paris. Like I was at Paris for a bit, but it wasn't. I mostly went to Paris for like Disneyland Paris, which was neat because it's my first time ever going to like a Disneyland or a Disney World, whatever it's called. But yeah, that's the extent of it.
The countryside of Paris is really nice. Morzine was a mountain city, and that was great. That's how I learned that I can sleep on a curb.
Okay.
Is because one morning. So when I was in Morzine, I had to wake up every morning at 6 a.m. Oh, my bad. I had to be ready by 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was waking up at like 5:30, 5:45. But yeah, one of the mornings it was just like, yeah, we're not going back to the little cabin for breakfast. You're on your own. So I think I literally just grabbed some nuts from the store and just fell asleep on the curb.
Nice.
And then yeah, when I was in Fontainebleau too, very foresty. I was a big fan of that. I actually didn't see a whole lot of like farmland, surprisingly, but
yeah, I like where I went. There was a lot of rolling hills. There was a lot of hedges. I think it's because like we mostly stuck around the freeway, the highway, whatever you want to. I don't know if they have like a whole lot of highways there. It's mostly freeways, but it was mostly that, and it was very pretty. The houses, like the very old, quaint look that a lot of them had, was very nice. Abel says, "Come down to Orlando. We'll go to Disney World. Deal. That actually sounds fun. I don't mind going to another Disney World."
Yeah. And Sanakun, I guess for everyone, there's a YouTuber I know about. He doesn't post very often. He's called Vagrant Holiday. You might just, for everyone, I guess, really. He does counter tourism or anti-tourism, which is something I'd like to do, but I don't know where to begin, and I feel like I'd need somebody to teach me. But pretty much he goes places with the clothes on his back and like some deodorant and toothpaste, and he just goes somewhere and just walks around, and then when it's time to sleep, he just throws his sleeping bag like in the bushes outside of town and just passes out, and then wakes up and just walks back into town.
That does sound cool.
Yeah, like it sounds like it looks great, but I'm also like, I have no idea where to begin with that. I probably could now that I'm getting a little bit more used to camping. But yeah, he had one. I think the first video I watched of his was like train hopping, and he just hopped on a train. And he was like, "I've never done this before, so we're gonna find out." And then, of course, he fucks up. But
right,
it's a good. They're all good videos.
That's a good experience too. Also,
Yeah.
Abel, that's quite all right. You don't have to do that. Thanks, though. Appreciate the offer.
I wish I could imitate Mickey Mouse. What? Wait, no, that's goofy.
That's a yuck. No, Mickey Mouse is, oh boy, haha.
Oh, that's right.
Now get out there and make me some money, haha.
Oh boy. Oh wait, no, that sounds like
You're just thinking, oh boy, oh lordy.
oh lord. It's
Yeah,
about as much of an accent I got.
You can bring the boy. He can do Goofy. Okay. I know I can do Donald Duck, but it does not sound great over recording. I've done it before on stream, but
I'm gonna have to put in some let's see, I have 300 points. Oh no, I can't. It doesn't get me a fact. Okay.
There's no fact. Oh, I thought there was.
No, I was hoping to get you to say a word. This wasn't like, force you to
see. Getting more Lola from Big Mouth, which is your specialty. That's my favorite part about what's his name? Nick Cross. Is that it? I could be wrong. The guy who wrote Big Mouth is like, he always talks about like how he can do like such a wide variety of voices, and he really can just do the same three. All of them are just Coach Steve as variants, and Lola's another one of his better ones.
I've never seen Big Mouth, but the animation looks atrocious.
It is. There were so many memes about it. It was just like people over in Japan like, we should do our best to make this cute and beautiful character, and then it was just like people in the West. It just showed like Nick Kroll, that's his name, and it showed like Nick Kroll's character in Big Mouth, and it was just like awful.
I also wish to give the random fact.
Let's hear it.
So, hold on. You're gonna have to give me a slight second to think of. I have it, but Sanakun, I haven't forgotten your fact. Just give me a second on it.
He's got to load in.
Yeah. So keep talking while I think of my fact, because
Okay.
I have a lot. I had a good one. I was like, oh no, now I'm on the spot.
Honestly, the one voice in Big Mouth that I thought was the best, that I personally liked and brought me the most joy, was the Hormone Monster. I think the rest of the voices were okay, and I of course like John Mulaney. He was Andrew in that. Like, he did a pretty good job. But aside from that, like, What?
I would say, is John Mulaney still doing anything? Last I heard from him, he was in rehab.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I have no idea about New Big Mouth. I got about halfway through season 2 and got bored. I know John Mulaney was in that, but I didn't know he was in rehab.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he at bare minimum he relapsed, so I thought he went back to rehab.
Let me look that up and see.
Yeah. But yeah, your random facts, Sandom Coon, because this doesn't have to be a good one. Is that I wear toe socks and I also wear Tabi shoes. So
He does. I wouldn't call it. Well, I mean, it is a fact.
And it is random.
It is incredibly. I just wish you hadn't felt the need to share that because it reminds me.
Tabi shoes.
They're the shoes that they like. They don't do what shoes do. They just make your feet more feet looking. That's it. That's what they do.
No, they have the split between your big toe and the rest of your toes.
Yeah.
Also, Abel, I hate that song. I don't know why, but that song's like the one song I dislike.
Guest hates a lot of things. Do you want to tell them why you hate Scotch?
Oh, the alcohol, yes. Not the toe shoes.
Okay. Yeah.
Not the toe shoes on it. There's specifically one thing between the toe and then the rest of the feet. So I have my toe, my big toe, and then the rest of my feet are all in one. But yeah, so I used to live in Florida, and so for my buddy's wife's younger brother, he turned 21. You know, the friend of a friend of a friend. It is a closed shoe, yes. Just look it up, TABI. But yeah, so we took him out drinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat a bunch of sushi and rice before we go, and it will be phenomenal. I'll be able to drink a lot, and I won't get drunk super quick. It'll be nice. I plan on spending a lot of money. So we're going from place to place, and I'm drinking. Like, I'm drinking a lot. I'm drinking hard, and I was not getting drunk. And, you know, we were bar hopping, so I'm having, like, you know, a shot here. You know, every place we go to, I'm getting a shot and then a beer, a shot and a beer. So I'm like 5 shots in, 5 beers in. And we go to this one place, and don't know the name of it, doesn't matter. Small little hole in the wall in my little local town. And I go, I'm going to take 5 shots in a row. Just pound them down, and hopefully, like, that'll just 5 more shots will do it. Like, that'll hit me and get me drunk, or at least tipsy, because everyone else was wasted by that point. So instead of giving to me in a shot glass, you know, something small, something nice, they gave it to me in a small little plastic cup, like you drink water out of. And it was whiskey. It was just like the cheap whiskey. And oh no, Santa, it gets worse. No, taking 5 shots is not bad. I took the shot in the plastic cup, shot it, smelt it as I shot it, coughed it back up, and it came right out my nose. And it was the worst sensation I've ever felt in my life. And this is, I think it was after Japan. So this is 3-ish years ago now. Maybe a little bit longer. I don't remember. 4-ish years ago.
Old Boy Hands hasn't touched a drop of scotch or whiskey or vodka I've offered him since. He'll just like smell it, and then he'll just be like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's I can take some mixed drinks now. I'm kind of getting there. Like, I'm able to do tequila. I can do rum in a mixed drink. But yeah, straight whiskey, even if I can taste the whiskey, like in an aftertaste, makes me gag still. Which kind of sucks, because like I did relatively like it, but I can still drink Fireball though. Cinnamon whiskey I can still punch down, because it tastes nothing like whiskey. It tastes like cinnamon.
Fireball shouldn't even be considered whiskey. You like whiskey? That's fair.
Quaffers? That sounds familiar. I'm gonna look that one up.
What a quaff is. Quaff is a giant drink, or a hearty drink, typically with alcohol. Do not know what a quaffer is, though. Is it one who quaffs drinks?
That's a unique shot glass. What is this? You did make 2 shots in one?
Is it like what? Hold on.
Yeah, it's like a rounded shot glass. Oh yeah, an hourglass shaped shot glass. Yeah, exactly.
What? That's neat. That's neat as fuck.
Yeah, so you can separate your alcohol and chaser. Huh?
Huh.
Doesn't mean separate until consumed. Wild. That reminds me, when I was in Germany, we had a drink. One of the best mixed drinks I think I've ever had in my life, and the only time I actively enjoyed wine, is they called it the Ghost Lantern, and you put it in a stein, and you fill it with half what you. So the stein's what, 2 liters, or however big it is, but you fill it halfway up with white wine. Fill the rest of it up with Sprite, and then you drop a double shot of red liqueur, and that was phenomenal. And I got, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, just like as long as it's not over the top, it's fine.
Yeah, I got fucked up. So, I and then we started playing some like weird dodgeball game with a bottle of beer. With, I don't know, it was a very bizarre game. It was so much fun though.
It sounds like it. No swearing, you animal, says Abel.
Yeah, I know.
Monster. So we were partying, me and my ex and some friends, and you brought your ex a coiffer, and he goes, "This isn't all SoCo, right?" And I said, "No, of course not." There was no chaser in it. Was it just 2 shots? Okay. Nice.
I don't know what SoCo is.
Yeah, what is SoCo? Do you want to elaborate? It was okay. Southern California? Southern cauliflower? 100 proof. Southern Southern Comfort.
Oh,
yikes. Good. Wonderful. But that's actually interesting. The only time I've ever thrown up while drinking was drinking Southern Comfort. To be fair, like I'd mixed a bunch of drinks prior to that. I had like a bunch of beers, a few different vodkas, some tequila, and then Southern. So it probably was all of the things like prior, like in tandem. But the Southern Comfort was the one my sister brought it over. I just took a swig of that, and nope, it all came right out. Did not agree with me.
Was also created in 1879 from New Orleans.
Was it really?
Yep, I just looked it up. Yeah, by bartender Martin Wilkes Heron.
Interesting. Abel's making fun of us for not knowing what Southern Comfort is. I don't know. I don't touch that. That's like one of the only like alcohols. If you hand it to me, I'm like, nope, I won't do anything with that. That and Canadian whiskey. Hello, Jay. How you doing today?
Nausea.
Really
yeah, no, I understand that you couldn't drink for a long time. It's not a good time.
Yeah, no.
Also, easy drinking whiskey is Fireball.
That is.
I just
is best. Abel, are we gonna need to have like another episode where you teach us all about whiskey now? I know you like whiskey and guns.
Oh yeah, I'll listen to that. Probably not the night of, because I'm gonna immediately pass out when this is over. But yeah, I'll listen to the recording of this gentleman telling me why whiskey is so good, and then I will pass it by through Plaster, and Plaster can tell us if he's right.
You be more of a stereotype. You're a bit of a stereotype at this point, Abel.
Is he? Is he also from the South?
No, he's local.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You said whiskey and guns. I don't know if that's a stereotype. I was just like, okay, he's a farmer.
No,
that's something farmers do.
I mean, it is here. We have farmers here.
Well, I guess. I'll be that's right, moving to Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's like not really even the South. Like, yes, I'm from the South. Like, I'm from Florida. I'm Southern, but like, it's not the South. You got fucking orange trees everywhere. Like,
that makes it not the South.
Yeah, look, there ain't nobody farming in an orange orchard. You just walk up and you just go boop, and you just take it.
I have to agree with Abel on this one. It's the fucking southernmost state, you goob.
Yeah, look, again, I'm aware, but like, it's not like Georgia, right?
Which is not as south.
Like, I'm just saying, like, culturally, the people of the great state of Florida don't associate themselves with like the South.
They're like Florida is its own like little
Yeah.
animal though.
Yeah, like you're like, oh yeah, the South will rise again. It's like, yeah, we got our good old Spanish and Florida flag. You might hear some Spanish. I don't know what the Cubans speak. Cuban Spanish in there.
Cuban Spanish.
I don't.
All right.
Orchard. What? Oh yeah, Florida has Pitbull too. He lives in Miami, the only bad stain of Florida. But yeah.
I don't know. Have you been to Fort Lauderdale? I have been to Fort Lauderdale.
I probably at some point in time, but not recently.
It's pretty close to Miami. I didn't really like Fort Lauderdale. By the way, yeah.
Oh
Cuban
yeah,
speaks
it's been a
Spanish.
while.
It's the official language. Miami is dog shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
she's making fun of how you said, because you said orchard, not orchard. She's making fun of you.
Oh, whatever. That's okay.
That's just how the guest rolls. He just says things how he wants.
Yeah. Look, I've studied like 6 different languages. I say things differently now. It's okay. I can't speak any of them, mind you, but
well, that's what I've been doing ever since I started learning French. I have been pronouncing like some English words wrong or differently.
Yeah, it just starts to happen. It's okay. Speaking of though, so did you ever watch that Channel 5? No, All Gas No Brakes. Do you know about him? No? Okay, that's okay. So there was a gentleman. He had a YouTube channel called All Gas No Brakes. And he, due to some nonsense, he now has a new channel called Channel 5 with Andrew Callaghan. I will send you his link.
Okay.
Because it is absolutely phenomenal. But he has, so like every week, every other week, all he does is he just travels to these conventions and these gatherings. And he just lets people talk. He just goes up to them and asks them some questions and just lets them talk. True journalism at its greatest. But he did Bike Week the other week in Tampa, and I think it is the best example of how I grew up, because I grew up around a bunch of bikers, and so I remember going to Bike Week once, twice a year, because it happens once or twice a year. I think there's Bike Week and then there's Orlando Fest. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But it is insane, some of the people that are just hanging out down there. They're not normal. But I was watching it. I was like, yeah, no, that's completely normal. Like, I got up and I was like, went to go interact with somebody else, and I was like, you wouldn't see this outside of Florida.
Oh yeah. That's the thing that I remember is when I stayed in Florida, because I've been to Florida like twice, I guess you could say, for pleasure, and then once for business. And when I was there for business, like the shit that you see on like the news was just crazy, and it was just normal to them. Like I'd go for breakfast because like I had to like go to the place I was working, which was like across the street from the hotel I was staying at. So I just like sit down, eat breakfast, grab a newspaper, and the stuff that was just like covered all over the newspaper, I'm like, this doesn't happen in my state. Like if this was like, back of the paper news too. This wasn't even like frontline stuff. Like this was stuff that was just like casually going over, like, oh yeah, some people were murdered last night. Looks like there were a couple bank robberies. And like that stuff's like frontline news here.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like, speaking of murders, so off topic, there was, my roommate was gonna have a show on the 27th. I was gonna invite everybody and be like, yeah, local punk show. Go support your local punk. They're no longer doing that show. Do you want to take a guess why?
Someone died.
Yes. Their promoter stabbed a man to death outside of the venue.
What?
Yes. Now, supposedly, I haven't looked at it, so I'm giving this information based off of the friend who looked into it, who I trust enough because he is also a historian, and I trust him to do his research. Was that the paper was like, oh yeah, the man who died, he got bullied in the punk community, la 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 la, and it, really really kind of ragging on the punk community as those in power like to do. and I guess he was just like a weird what's that, babe? What's that word called? Abuser. There we go. He was like
Don't
an
worry,
abuser
guys. I'm
and
not
just
babe.
like molesting people. My girlfriend just walked into the room. I'm gonna momentarily mute myself.
And while he does, you're gonna pass me in total XP, Sanakun. That means I have to start learning again. When I last left off, I was learning what was it? French, Japanese, and Mandarin Chinese. I'll have to pick that back up. But yes, I think that would be a good idea. Actually, Abel, we should do taste testing. I don't have that. I don't know how much whiskey you wanted to get, but I would be down to do something like that.
Like a tasting on stream?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I would just be I'd almost want to just be there as well. Just that way, then you can have like this man who knows everything, you who drinks more than me, and then the man who hates all of it.
Yes, the perfect dynamic of it all.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's also and punk bands. Nobody. Oh, okay, hold on. I have like 5 different things I need to talk about now. One, do y'all listen to ska? Do you know what ska is? Because it's good. More importantly, I was talking to my coworkers and I nickname all of my coworkers. I don't know any of their names, so I can just straight name them. But there's one kid who looked just like Mega Man, and I was like, "Sup, Mega Man?" And he was like, "I have no idea who that is," and
No
he
way.
just didn't know who Mega Man is. And then I was asking all my coworkers, and only like 2 of them knew who Mega Man was.
They're Gen Z, huh?
This was even the older ones.
Really?
Yeah, the two people who knew Mega Man was this kid. He's a little older than me, J Dog, and then there's a girl. She's like, I don't know. She's like 17. I call her R. Kelly.
That's not good. That's not a good name to call someone. I'm sure you have good reasoning, but it's not good.
It's what came to mind. So now she's R. Kelly.
Okay.
But yeah, they were like the only 2 people that knew who Mega Man was. And I'm just like, I don't know how I'm working with all these people who don't know Mega Man.
That's weird, because like that's one thing. That's one thing you just kind of like millennials. Like I just personally take for granted that like all millennials know who Mega Man is. Like if I'm talking to another millennial, I just assume they know who Mega Man is.
Yeah, like it's just like it's like I understand being like, oh yeah, like I don't know him as well as I might know Mario or Sonic. But it's just like he still revolutionized the gaming genres.
Well, like I think Ego Raptor made a really good episode of Sequelitis on Mega Man X specifically, and how Mega Man X is like the perfect game that starts off as a tutorial, and they do so much that just teach you how to play the game without actually sitting there and being like, you have to do this to play the game. So like I know it revolutionized that, as a lot of people can look to that for inspiration, and that's one of the reasons why we now have games that like they just have that it revolutionized the intuitive tutorial, I guess, rather than just like having an actual tutorial where it sits there and be like, press the A button to do this.
Yeah, which is like sometimes that's nice, especially in more harder games. But I feel like
games,
but a lot of games we do have to learn to get good.
Right.
It's just like you hear your buttons, you mess around, and it's like, okay, I think I got this, and then somebody just comes and slaps your butt, and you go, well, I'm not good.
Then you have
and
to
then
learn,
you have to like like Elden Ring or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it's just weird to me that people don't know that, because like it's one of those like, how do I put that? Even like I really didn't play a whole lot of Mega Man. Like I played Mega Man X. I played this one Mega Man game for the PlayStation. That's about it. I haven't played like any of the other Mega Man games, so I wouldn't really consider myself like a Mega Man player. But even then, I know people who have played Mega Man. Like being a millennial, lots of people have played Mega Man, and they have told me a lot about it, and that's where most of my knowledge comes from. Not even from my own experience. That's why it's just like, it's confusing to me to have other millennials not know what Mega Man is.
Right. It's like I remember going to like the little arcades. I used to have to go to hockey games all the time when I was younger, and playing like Mega Man at the arcade games there, and or even now with like I don't know. In my opinion, a lot of people I know own a Switch, so in my mind, everybody owns a Switch. And if you own a Switch, obviously you own Super Smash Bros. Because why else would you buy a Switch outside of Monster Hunter?
The whole reason I bought the Switch in the first place was for Smash Bros. So point valid.
Exactly. Me too. And then Monster Hunter came out, and I changed my reason.
Yeah.
But Mega Man's on that game too. It's like you can't not be in the game world and not know Mega Man.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think those people aren't like I don't know if any of them identify as gamers, but I don't know like.
No, that none of them do. They're all my age, but I also work with a lot of women, and so.
Abel says it's Abel. I don't think it's pronounced Me Gay Man. I don't think that's right. I think it's pretty sure it's Mega Man. Could be wrong, but I think I'm not. You don't own Smash Bros. You should get Smash Bros. Santa-kun. But also, that's right. She did get Monster Hunter recently, which I am actually going to get Rise, but for the PC, I think.
No, you got to get it for the Switch. Look, the only reason I have not bought Rise yet is because I'm gonna wait until the semester is over. I officially have my degree, and then I'm gonna buy Rise because I know if I buy it, I will not be doing anything else.
Okay, then I will. When you buy it, let me know, and I'll buy it for Switch.
Okay, you can also always just buy both. Buy
That's
for PC
true.
and buy for the Switch.
Because I might stream it, which is the main reason I want to do it for PC, is because that was such a pain to stream Switch games.
That's fair. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird. Not less that they don't have it. Cross-compatible, which I don't understand the reason for that. They said it was too complicated. I don't know. But the part that I don't get is why you can't buy it for one, and then like I don't know, if you buy it on the Switch, it just gives you a Steam code or something. If you buy it on Steam, it gives you like a code to buy it on. Like that'd be really nice. That's just.
But then the individual services you'd buy them from would make less money, which is why they don't want to do that. Because if they were to charge like a lot for like one, and it's just like this gives you across all platforms, you'd be spending like easily more than double the price. You'd be paying like $150 just for one game. Oh, but now you have access across all platforms because it pays each platform for the content that's being utilized on there. Breath of the Wild is also 50% reason for owning a Switch. That's fair. That was one of the first games I bought, that in Mario Odyssey. But I bought the Switch in prep for Smash, and then I just got Odyssey and Breath of the Wild because they were out. And Jay says that he got the Switch for Pokemon and Smash, so very valid point. Yes.
Yeah. Remember when we were trying to become competitive in Smash?
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was the whole reason we stopped those, like, because the Smash community got like Me Too'd hard. It was very disappointing.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah, I also.
Them,
yeah. I really did enjoy it. I was getting good with that one dragon lady, and I still she had the dual wield. She dual wielded the swords. It's okay.
Oh, Corrin.
Yeah, Corrin.
Yeah.
Pretty decent with Corrin.
Corrin's good.
I also can't get into Animal Crossing. I need a game that is repetitive, but also not boring.
See, that
Animal Crossing puts me to sleep.
I actually remember having this conversation with Guest when this Animal Crossing came out, because I played Animal Crossing GameCube, and then I didn't give a fuck about any other ones until the Switch one came out. Like, I played the Wii one for like a second. It was kind of boring, but I played the GameCube one a ton. And yeah, I think the big problem the Guest has with Animal Crossing is it is one of those, like, it's not goal oriented, right? Like, your goal technically is to pay off your house, but like that isn't appealing to most people.
Yeah. I'm never going to own a house. That's an unrealistic standard for me.
Yes. Why set yourself to that standard in the virtual world when it's not possible in the real world?
Exactly. Now, hunting monsters, that's attainable in the real world. Snakes and lizards exist, and I can just pretend that they exist, that they're bigger, and I pick them up.
That they're 2,000 times their normal size.
One for the 3DS.
Yeah, the 3DS, like the rest of my family played, and I didn't care. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I never owned one. After I owned a Game Boy Mini. It was the Game Boy Color, then the Game Boy SD, right? No, Game Boy
Advance.
Game Boy Advance. I had a Game Boy Advance Mini, and I don't actually remember what games I had on it. I think like Harry Potter.
Abel brings up a good point. Hunting monsters is absolutely possible IRL. Grab your dual swords and let's go find some pedos.
That's true.
Do some work for Chris Hansen.
Also, you play dual swords? Come on, it's all about sword and shield.
What? Get out of here.
no,
I heard sword and shield is better, but I just don't care about that weapon.
I actually picked it up because like I can't play stick bug forever, and I was picking up different trying out different weapons, and I really did enjoy sword and shield. It was a lot of fun. Like I don't know if it's good, but it was fun to play.
Have you tried bow?
I'm sure if I sat down and watched videos on like how to play bow, I might enjoy it. But whenever I play bow, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Bow is really fun. I would absolutely suggest trying bow out. Also, Kiwi, hello, welcome with the raid.
Yes, with a party of 2. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so does that include Kiwi or no? Or does Kiwi just leave?
That is Kiwi's viewers, and I don't think that unless the streamer has like their page pulled up on Twitch, they typically don't count. That is Kiwi +2, or it should be.
Oh, okay.
How are you guys doing today? We're talking about life experience, and we've actually moved on to Monster Hunter Rise right now.
50% of the 2.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. How was your stream, Kiwi? What'd you end up streaming?
I mean, I actually have Twitch pulled up and it says art, so I assume it was art. I actually made new art today. I've been the babe has gotten me a new airbrush the other day, much to my excitement and love for her. And so
I've been doing some arty stuff. You've been like painting figurines too, right?
Yeah, I do all my gunpla and stuff. I've been learning how to get better at painting my gunpla. I actually picked up 11 or 12 different World War II kits. And so I built 3 of them, and I've painted 1. So I have like an old Polish single. It's not a biplane. It's an old Polish 2-winged plane.
Okay.
A German submarine, which was probably one of the worst things I've ever built. And then the USS Hornet. It was it's an American. What's that when you put the aircraft carrier?
Yeah.
I don't believe it's the Polish Kurwa, but I can double check.
Yeah, Santa and Kiwi's right. You should probably go to sleep, especially if you have to wake up early. We love you stopping by, but the worst part is, while the socializing is helping, the stress and lack of sleep is not going to help. It's a double-edged sword. That's true. Socializing, that's why I like these more chill streams, is they are good to for everyone to just sit there and shoot the shit and just talk about whatever.
Well, if I type in Polish airplane, it pops up flights to Poland.
Nice.
Only $2,000 up for a flight.
Oh, not bad. I know we have one person in our Discord who's Polish, I think.
Search Kurwa.
Shit.
Yes.
Is that it?
Is what?
The Kurwa, is that what you were looking for?
No, that means it's a vulgar term for prostitute or whore.
Oh, I see. Abel was punking us, pulling our legs, yanking our chains.
Really pulling one out. Oh, real quick.
He's muted for a second.
Yeah, I gotta make sure she eats.
Yeah, that's fair. Tell her about the mayonnaise. That's actually perfect timing. She just got home, because we can probably look at ending this soon. We were only really planning on this being like an hour, talking about whatever. Really pulling one off. Disgusting. Get out of here, Abel. That's not what I meant. Figure was inappropriate when he said just search it. How dare you? That's not what I meant. Pulling one over. What's that?
Oh, there's my history. I use Opera.
Opera GX?
Yes.
My guy, Opera GX is so good.
Yo, I picked it up because this guy I watch. I've sent him to you, the Let's Game It Out guy.
Yeah.
He talked about it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna switch over to it when I update my computer, and it is the best thing of all time.
It is so good because take a bunch of people who like Google Chrome, but they recognize that a lot of parts of Google Chrome absolutely blow chunks, and then they just make a better web browser using the same operating system or like the same systems as Google Chrome. Bam, Opera GX. I heard about it recently from my brother, and then I've seen Charlie or Moist Critical. He's been using Opera GX a lot, like in his stream. So I just started using it, and oh my god, it's so nice. You guys see, it's what I use on my drawing streams. Whenever I pull up Sketch.io, I'm doing it through Opera GX. Also, Abel knows who Josh is.
They have, he's phenomenal. I watch all of his videos, and then whenever I'm like, I need something to do, I just put on his videos.
Okay.
They also have 148 model kits of bombs, which I think is wild.
That is.
Like, I can just make myself a little bomb to attach to my airplane. Good night.
Good night, Santa King. Thank you so much for stopping by a little longer than anticipated. But I hope you sleep well.
It is. It is the PZL P.11C fighter aircraft. That is the and I have the. Hold on, there's a couple different ones here. I don't have the Romanian one. I have this one. Does it give me a better? No, not really. It's Polish. That's about as much as I know. I looked into it, and yeah, that was actually a fun build. I'm actually painting it to look like a Nazi plane because I painted the top of it red, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the Red Baron, and so I'm recreating the Red Baron, but with Nazi memorabilia off of memory. So I don't actually know what it's going to look like, and it's not going to be realistic in any shape or form. But I'm just like, sure. Time to look up what the Red Baron. Oh, I guess I'm getting an ad.
Yeah, that'll happen when you first join the stream.
I mean, I've been here the entire time. Okay.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, when you went live, I popped in. I also like if you type in Red Baron, you get Red Baron Pizza and not Manfred von Richthofen. I can't pronounce that man's name.
You're Abel. You're not even subbed.
Am I not? Am I able to? Resubscribe for 20% off. Look, I love you, but I'm not going to pay $4.
Okay, I understand.
Like,
to be fair, only half of it even goes to me. So
yeah, that's. If I'll just hand you $5 next time I see you.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it's gonna be the Iron Cross. I'll just do that. He also had a triplane, and this is a singular. I now really want to fly an airplane.
I'm holding you hostage, Kiwi. Wait, like a whole ass airplane?
Yeah, like why not? That'd be fun.
That would be.
I also
take classes for it, I think.
Oh, I've received a gift. Oh, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Abel. Much appreciated. Now you will no longer get ads.
I mean, not like I'm ever really watching. I've subscribed for 0 months. Thank you.
An ass airplane.
That I read a book when I was younger. It was about the whole point of it was butts could detach from their owner and their user.
And their user.
Yes, and it was very bizarre. Why is that you throwing the person?
Maybe. Possibly. That's why I said I'm holding her hostage.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, I missed. Sorry, Kiwi.
Also, yes, they happen far too late at night. I am staying up much past my bedtime for this.
Yeah, I'm trying to reorganize my schedule. Like, I really like the idea of late night streaming, but in the future, oh, there's me. If things work out, I would actually like to stream at like normal times. But I kind of like the idea of being a late night streamer, but it does suck because it does kind of limit like people who can come watch my streams. No, Numa, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Hey, I caught her.
Oh, I'm still watching you throw yourself around, so I got a little distracted by you.
Yeah, that's Numa.
I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, the book with the butts coming off. Yeah, it was an entire thing. About this man like teaming up with his butt to solve a crime, some butt crime.
A butt crime.
Yeah,
butt-related crimes.
Book about butt detaching.
I was about to say butt crimes would be very adult.
Here it is. The Day My Butt Went Psycho.
That was a book. I think the people who animated Fairly Odd Parents, I think, did make like a TV series on that.
Andy Griffiths.
Yeah.
It is book 1 in the Butt trilogy series.
Jesus.
Yep, and then it's Zombie Butts from Uranus, and then Butt Wars, the final conflict. I think I read all 3 of them as a child. Actually, that's
interesting.
When did this come out? Does it give me a year? Because I'm gonna be able to figure out about how old I was.
Kiwi also says you worried about the shift bit. Yeah, I mean it's understandable if you couldn't make it, but I mean if you do get a shift bit, my concern is I hope it would at least work with like your schedule. Like as long as it works out with your schedule, because that's what happened with Santakun. Like that's why I'm grateful Santakun Southside. But yeah, her schedule like changed, so she isn't able to stop by as much. But we still appreciate it when she does make the time to stop by. Also, I don't know what book you're talking about, Abel. It asterisk.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't see this ass book.
I thought you were talking about this book. Ass. Us.
Then there's Battle of the Butts. The Science of Behind Animal Behinds.
No. I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, there it goes. Zach's Freeman bum is constantly detaching itself from his body and running off. One night, when he follows his bum, he learns that there's a plot by bums to take over the world. Yeah, that's the plot of the butt book.
Sorry, go with them.
Hold on. So how do I jump? So if I just do
exclamation jump, you will jump.
Jump.
Yep, you jump. I think there's commands.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the commands list. These show you like all the commands you could do.
Yeah,
these are like if you want to change them. Also, if you're on the Twitch homepage, not through the app, of course, but like if you're on twitch.com on my about page, I do have the stream avatars extension, which will let you go like make certain changes, but otherwise you can use commands to completely like change what avatar you're using, I think.
Yeah. Oh, what did it? Okay, so I just saw a good one, which was, there we go. Can I do that? Will that work? Will that just move my person over a lot? Yes.
Yep, it is.
Thank you, basic knowledge of commands that I can assume that if I put in 20, I can also put in more. Go 75. There we go. Well, now everyone's trying to walk near me. Oh, I guess I'm not going to jump.
You can't jump 75. You can't jump that high, I don't think. Yeah, there's like boss fights that I need to figure out how to get set up, but like you can get gear, which I want to learn, so it'll be points that you earn by like catching the stars and doing other things that I would have to manage. But and then there's like boss. I think we actually can just like start a boss fight for fun. Let me see.
Oh, good lord. Boss, you have 60 seconds to type join. I am a mage. Oh no. There we go. We got all 3. The big 3. That's all we need.
Perfect. Well, I haven't done this. We'll see what the boss is. I do this. You'll like this one, guess, but I do have some Monster Hunter ones too. And Rojo picked it, but it's like there's a Magnamalo one, and it's like scaled to the appropriate size. So there was one time he picked Magnamalo, and it was just this giant like monster, like, and then there's all the other really tiny avatars.
Okay, hold on. How do I... Am I gonna need to attack every time?
I don't know how this works. I get 4 gore.
Oh, good. Very
Let's see,
good.
guys. We're gonna learn this together. We're gonna boss fight. What's sad is this isn't gonna show up on the recording, so people are gonna wonder what we're doing.
Okay, here. Oh, we got a bunch of bots. Okay, Matt. Okay, I did forget that they had this. I guess the video's not recording.
Well, no, the video is recording. It's just I have oh, there you go. It tells you what you can do. It just I have a lot of my extensions not recording, so I can selectively choose in Streamlabs what program or what it is recording and what it's not, and all of like my interface, I don't have it recording that. Yeah, Firebolt seems like a good choice. That was a good one, Kiwi. All right, what do we got? Oh, let's do that actually. Do that so the boss like deals less damage. I know this is boring, but Thasma, shut up. Oh, yep. Good thing I did that, because... Oh, Jesus.
I feel like we got this.
I think so, too,
we
yeah.
we can still win. I like how they're just like, you need bots. So they just gave us bots.
And like I said, there's ways you can get items to like increase your bot stats, but I don't know how to do that. I actually have to sit down and like learn how this extension works. I just like the idea of people doing Smash Bros characters. Hey, nice heal.
Hey, thank you. All right, now as a mage, I'm gonna guess go lifesteal.
Okay. That heals Abel up some, so that's good.
Yep. And now we can all die. This would be a good way for us to end the thing. Nobody knowing what's going on, and we can just do, you know.
I think that's a good idea.
Beat the Master Hand. And I'm happy that we managed to talk about all the different experiences we had while overseas, and it was very informative on how everyone lives different lives.
Yeah, indeed, I agree. It's very, very eventful.
Yeah. That one time, you know, all those good stories
yes.
we talked about. I actually can leave this as an Easter egg, that there is a video of Andor and I on YouTube that if you can find it. And I think if you try hard enough from the Discord, you might be able to find it from my thing.
Really?
But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. Well, you might not actually be able to find it at all. Just kidding. Hold on. Is this the song I made? Hold on. Oh, I don't think that one's me. Yeah, okay, that one's not me. There was another special guest on SoundCloud.
Oh,
the man's
really?
copying me.
Stealing your mojo.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay. You
Really
might not actually be able to. Oh, my bad. Might not actually be able to find it.
You're fine, but you got yourself a nice little pocket healer, though. Able to heal it twice now.
So everyone restores health for 25% of damage.
We need to start dealing damage to it, though.
Yeah.
We also got
Firebolt
supporting.
Which is all you really need is a team of healers, and you just outlive the boss forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have the right idea, Abel. Yeah, look, thanks, Yoshi, for healing me.
Look, Ma, I'm doing it.
I hope that bot heals Kiwi, because... Okay, good, because if the boss decides to attack, Kiwi's dead. Yep.
Oh, excuse me. seems like such a whole ordeal. Can I like train my character outside of streaming?
No, it can only be like during streams.
Curses. I also like that somebody just coded this. The class I'm taking is a coding class. It's like an intro to computer science. I think I told you. And it actually has been a lot of fun. I should sit down and learn more outside of just
Oh, I did that wrong.
Aurotect. You're gonna Aurotect?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I messed up. Gotta spell it right, you goose. I know that was bad. I also added instead of exclamation pointed, so that was embarrassing. I tried to protect you because I think that's when he's going to attack next. Yep. Oh, that doesn't deal damage though, so.
Oh, well, we're nice and confused now, so good.
Yeah, whatever that does.
Got away with a heal. Very good.
Nice.
I'm gonna just try to firebolt, I guess. Continue bolting. I'll carry this team to the best of my ability.
We got that dampen. Oh, nice. That's that's good. That's a lot of damage reduction.
Yeah, good lord. What was it, like 70%?
I think so, or 80%. I think 80% for 12 turns.
Good lord.
That's really good. Oh, we need the whichever that one is. They have one that increases damage. 80, I think. Yeah. There's, I don't know which one that is, but they can like increase damage. I don't know if
That actually reminds me, on a completely unrelated note, my work does auctions, and we have a new auction, and I need to look at it. Come on. The one thing I dislike about Opera is that if I move my tab to, like, I have two screens, I can't easily move it to another, like, windowed tab. Like, it's kind of annoying. Or if I do, like I'm able to move the tab away, and then it opens a new window, and I'm like, why are you opening a new window?
Yeah, my spelling. Can you guys believe that people out there pay me money to like type messages to people? Did you know that? Did you know that's how I make money right now? As I type things to people. My spelling is a testament. I could like make the excuse that it's how I have my keyboard set up, but like I actually, if I showed you guys how I have my keyboard set up, it is kind of in a funky position. I have it set on like a lap thing that I can pull off. It's like for couches, but you can just pull the mouse and keyboard up and just like set it on your lap. Because I have a lean back chair that I use, but
well, that sounds kind of nice.
It is, but like at this time, it's just up on my desk, so it's just like very elevated. So can you imagine? Basically, imagine me typing around my mic at face level. And that's why there are typos.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Guys, we're getting close. We're down to the wire.
Gave everyone life steal again. I think.
Oh no,
time
Kiwi!
Oh no! We will avenge you, Kiwi.
She thinks
not anytime.
I die. Can you? Oh, that'd be so cool if you could res. We just need to start dealing damage to it, I think, too. Well, I mean, we have been, but the NPCs are not helping. Oh my god, let's spell that right. Did I get it this time? Yeah, there we go. 68. Oh, 80% bonus damage when the boss has less than 50% HP. I didn't know that. Sorry, guys. I probably should have protected someone. Oh, just kidding. He just made us dizzy. Good job, NPC. Get him, Abel.
Do it. Do it. I also have the life steal on. No! I'll say I'm just gonna... With the life steal, you can just do the thing. Oh, no.
Not if you died. That's fair.
No,
Abel
I
made
should
the right call there. Yeah.
Whew. Okay. Alright, Firebolt.
It's getting there.
Firebolt, 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 and firebolt.
All right, he's gonna heal me probably. Or Abel. Oh, he healed the NPC. Nice. You were on the top of the heals back in the Warlords X pack. Oh my god, I miss before WoW or Blizzard was a shitty company. The good old days.
Are they still doing things? I haven't heard anything about WoW since they released the Panda.
Yeah, I died. So what they did recently was they basically came out and said, so they conducted their own personal investigation on the allegations that were made against them. And then they came out and said like, yeah, so we did the personal investigation and found that we're doing nothing wrong, so we're in the clear. And it was just kind of like a real shitty response. It was just like, no one's going to take responsibility for anything. Okay. Yeah, the bots are carrying us right now. Come on, I hope. Oh my god. Wii Fit Trainer, let's go. Mortal Strike. Swear a few demoralizing shot. Okay, cool. Is that it? Is the boss dead? Hey!
Yeah.
I think we all get something.
I also claimed a bonus.
Nice. Remember, it's tiny mugs, which that's what you use to buy items, but I don't know how.
Good. As long as we all know.
I will go to Lost Ark. To be honest, Kiwi, that is my plan.
I'm actually somewhat into. I shouldn't say somewhat into Lost Ark. I have another server where we play some Lost Ark, and I got however far, and then I just stopped playing. It just, if I had someone to play with, it might have been fun, but they were far above me, and I was just playing catch up, and I was like, this is now boring for me. It looks fun, but I would need people to play with.
Yeah, I mean, Kiwi definitely plays. Okay, but now is a good time to end. So thank you so much for joining us. Did you have any last thoughts or anything, guest, you wanted to share?
Steal plants from Walmart,
Okay.
or any other major corporations. Do everything in your power to be self-sufficient, and don't work off the clock. And also enjoy yourself. Yes.
Very good advice. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. While we do, let's look and see who we can raid. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but we'll raid anyway. I think I raided Bish Pudding last time. I don't even know if she streams on Fridays, to be honest.
Can you raid people that don't, like, you're not following?
Yeah, I just search them.
Oh, I got one here. This guy named Josh Palmer. He's got 87 views.
That's too many views.
Oh.
I don't raid big people.
87's big? Yeah, no, he's playing a guitar here.
Yeah, anything more than 20, you're in like the top 1% of Twitch streamers. I don't raid people above that. Which is, to be fair, Bish Pudding is sometimes not that, and a Kai Fox definitely is. But I prefer to raid, like, you know. Oh, speaking of, actually, a Kai Fox is on right now. I might raid her. But like I like to raid people that I either know or like are like a streamer about the size of me. So
that's fair. Oh no, Lyle Gecko is not streaming.
Gecko, oh my god.
Yeah. I don't have anything here.
All right, let's go ahead and do a Kai Fox. Any objections to a Kai Fox? I hope not, because we love a Kai Fox in this house. Raid guest. We'll just go to his house and drink whiskey.
You're welcome to. I have so much whiskey in this house for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, he's got whiskey just laying around. All right, we're going to go ahead and send this over. Thank you so much for joining us today, the guests. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and we want to thank everyone for joining us today in the conversation. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get you guys sent over. Make better choices than us, and I guess have a good one.
Good night.